It's all on our side, beautiful weather. Everything seems to be going just right. And I can also see beautiful faces here. Even the hall, beautifully decorated. A lot must have been put together to be able to get, put this occasion together. A lot must have been done. Perhaps sleepless nights as well. It's not in our culture to start things very late in this country. Is it? Even our airlines take off on time and schedule, no delays. I'm sure you all agree with me. Or is it a Nigerian thing to always start things late, arrive at events late? Well, it just makes us unique as Nigerians, I want to believe. People from Nigeria are called Nigerians, isn't it? People from Morocco, what are they called? What about people from Jamaica? Mexico? Jericho? Not the only Jericho, our pockets. Well, ladies and gentlemen, very shortly we will be starting. Everything is on point. The stage is set. I can see that a lot of decoration has been, put in place just to get this event started. I was earlier on a little worried about the wires that I'm seeing all over. I attended an event once and there was wire everywhere on the stage, and as I was talking, I kept on having some small electric shocks as I stepped on the wire. Naked wire right on the stage. I even had to call the organizers of the event, say, why are they shocking me for this stage? They said, Oga, there's nothing like that. Just go ahead and continue with the event. And just truly, every now and then as I walked through, there was a slight. It was until a lady came up and said, oh, she wants to give a special number to the couple of the day. And she got the microphone and started singing, walking about the stage, the same place where the wires had been shocking me. And she was singing, Lord, I give you praise. Father, we worship you. I give you praise. And she stepped on the wire, and for 30 minutes we were still praying. But everything is beautifully set today. It's a beautiful day, nice stage, everything is on point. A lot of people probably think that I am the MC for this event. I'm actually not, I'm just standing in for the distinguished personality who will be anchoring this event here today. You need to see this guy. It's somebody I've known for several years. I can describe him as fine boy, no pimples, light-skinned, tall, handsome, how else can I describe this guy? Easygoing, fun-loving, thrill-seeking, self-expressive, complete gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, as he makes his way into the hall, I'd like you to make welcome with a wonderful round of applause the MC for today's event. He's popularly known by the stage name, the Aristocrat MC. Ladies and gentlemen, Aristocrat MC. Don't bother to look back. I'm introducing myself. I knew the applause was not going to be enough. So now that you know it is me, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the Aristocrat MC. Yes, how is that for an applause? Thank you very much. I was standing outside on the red carpet. Somebody approached me and said, are you one of the Ghana, representatives? And immediately I looked at myself and I realized why the person, could have thought so. Maybe because of my tuxedo. But I didn't expect that somebody would see me in an Armani tuxedo, a Victoria's Secret tie, and a Passotti shoes, and still expect that I could be a crew. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a very fair representation of the airlines here today. I believe we have Dana. I saw Arik crew in uniform. I'd just like you to give a warm round of applause to all the crew who have been able to grace this occasion for us. I'm not exactly sure which other crew airlines are here. Is it that I cannot recognize their uniform? They wear red as well? Oh, that's Air Peace. Fantastic. Huh. Well, since you're here, I'm sure there's going to be peace here and all is going to go very well. You know the thing about Ghana, for those who knew when Ghana started, you know, I used to wonder, the person who started Ghana, what's this his love and affection for red? The uniform was red. They had a small hat initially that was red. They wore pantyhose that was red. And I was made to understand that the one you wear under even before the panty was supposed to be. But it's not like that anymore, is it? Oh, it was never like that. So it's just an illusion. Do we have Arik crew here? Any representation from Arik? Beautiful people, you're most welcome. I'm yet to get my refund though for the flight that was cancelled since December. But I'm sure that things are improving now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for a big occasion like this, before you go any further, it's only fair that we commit it to the hands of the Most High. So at this point, I'd just like to welcome one of our distinguished personalities who will be leading us in the opening prayer. I will still properly introduce him later, but at this point, I'd just like to hand over the mic to Reverend Esosa Izeyamu. You're most welcome, sir.
Our Father and our God, we give you thanks, we give you praise. We thank you for the initiative to put together this program today. We pray that the purpose behind this program will be achieved in the lives of all the participants in the name of Jesus. Amen. We commit every aspect of the program. We pray that your blessing will rest upon it. Your glory will flow. And there will be a transformation in the lives of everyone coming here today in the name of Jesus. Lord, we pray that the expectations of everyone coming will be fulfilled. And at the end of this program, we will have cause to give you thanks. We therefore declare the program open in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray.
A wonderful round of applause for Reverend Esosa Izeyamu of the Jesus Evangelical Assembly here in the city of Ikeja. You're most welcome, sir. He's actually the first to grace the high table for us. And joining him on the specially reserved seats, which we all call high table very shortly, is another distinguished gentleman who is here present. He is also a veteran in the industry. He has served several years with different airlines. I understand he was one time acting, executive secretary of Airlines Operators of Nigeria. He was at some point the SA to the MD of IRS Airlines. He was also the general manager of IRS Airlines at a point, and eventually rose to become the MD of the same airline, IRS. I understand he's also the promoter of Harrier Airlines Limited. This distinguished gentleman is somebody I can describe as somebody who is technically fit, tactically experienced, and economically positioned to chair an occasion like this. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the chairman for today's occasion, Mr. Yemi Dada. You're most welcome, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we also do have a few other special guests we're still expecting, and some of them have actually informed us that they may not be able to be here present, physically present. However, they've sent able representation. We are supposed to have the rector of NCAT here with us, Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, in the person of Captain Abdul Salam Mohammed. But unfortunately, he can't be here in person. However, he has sent an able representation. So I'd just like to welcome the gentleman to the high table as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Engineer Wahid Jisu, the technical advisor to the rector of NCAT. You're most welcome, sir. We still have a few more special guests on our list of special guests, some of whom are not here, and I'm not also sure who their representatives are. However, during the course of the event, when we get to know who this represents, do we have anybody representing the MD of NAMA here? Anyone from NAMA? Okay, perhaps a person is here to arrive. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we have members of the press here as well. You're also very much welcome. Now, to put together a location like this, you will agree with me that a lot would have to be put in place. All hands have to get on deck. It's not something that one person can just, on his or her own, just come together to put up. So I'd just like to quickly recognize a few partners who have come together to make this occasion what it is. And I'd like to start with one of our very own airline that I mentioned earlier on, the beautiful ladies here from Dana Air. A wonderful round of applause for Dana Air. As a matter of fact, Dana Air is one of the sponsors for this event. Also, one of the sponsors for this event is Adrian Properties. Adrian Properties, do we have their representatives here? Adrian Properties, maybe they're around somewhere. Please let's put our hands together for them. Another sponsor we have for this event is Rand Air. Rand Air. Please give them a warm round of applause as well. We also do have partners who have come together in one way or the other to support this event. And I'd just like to quickly run through their names. I'll start with NCAT, Nigerian College of Aviation Technology. Please put your hands together for them. We do also have Javi Aviation. I saw a representative of Javi Aviation earlier on. Put your hands together for them, please. As well as Cabin Crew Training Institute. They would in fact be making a presentation here. Cabin Crew Training Institute. Please put your hands together for them. I'd also like to recognize as one of the partners, TK Signatures. TK Signatures. TK Signatures is renowned for, caring for your guests at events like this. They are professionals when it comes to drinks. So I'm sure some of the, light refreshments we'll be having here today is going to be courtesy of TK Signatures. Last but not the least on the list that I have here is BB House of Beauty. BB House of Beauty. Please put your hands together for that. I want to believe they're responsible for the makeups for, a lot of the amiable ushers that I'm seeing here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a house full of big players within the industry, captains within the industry. We have those who are still in the service of being cabin crew, those who have been cabin crew for several years, well over 15 to 40 years of flying experience or being involved in aviation in one way or another. I'm sure we also do have people who have been involved in aviation at some point and perhaps are not in the industry anymore, because I recognize a few people here. We have veterans in the industry, different players. I'd just like to say once again, welcome to the first ever cabin crew fair organized by Mama J, the owner of Mama J's Aviation Blog. For those who are not aware, there is one aviation blog within the aviation industry. Instead of going, elsewhere to look for news within the aviation industry, you can always get first-hand information from Mama J's Aviation Blog. So I'd like to say welcome to everybody here present. It promises to be a very exciting event. There's lots of presentation to be done by some of the institutions that will be showcasing today. Did I also mention that we have people who are aspiring to be cabin crew? Perhaps you've been nursing that idea that, it's a glamorous profession. Maybe I can, be part of this industry. I'm sure they're all here present. I don't know any faces, but I'd just like you to put your hands together for yourselves, please. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go straight to the items on the program. And the very first that is coming up now is a welcome address by the convener of this event, Mama J herself, the owner of Mama J's Aviation Blog. Ladies and gentlemen, this amiable lady is somebody I've worked with in the past. She's a kind soul, as I would like to introduce her. So as I call her to the stage, I'd just like you to accompany her with a wonderful round of applause. She's the reason why we're all here today. It all started as a dream, as a vision, and she's seeing that dream come true today. So, for the amiable lady, somebody I'd like to describe as a woman of substance, a woman of courage, a woman of honor, a woman of sachet, a woman of purse, a woman of elegance. Give it up for Joy of the Book, popularly known as Mama J. You're most welcome, madam.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We sincerely apologize for this flight delay in the departure of this flight, but due to operational reasons. Please bear with us. Thank you. The chairman, former MD of ROS Ellens, Mr. Yemi Dada, my spiritual father, Reverend Esusa Ize-Iyama, the representative of Captain Abdusalam Mohammed of the Nigerian College of Aviation and Technology, distinguished veterans, distinguished speakers, distinguished pilots, distinguished cabin services managers, distinguished members of the press, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and privilege to personally welcome you to this historic event. As you know, this is the first ever cabin crew fair in Nigeria with the theme Let Your Dreams Take Flight. This annual event is powered by Mama J's Aviation Blog. Mama J's Aviation Blog is an online platform with focus on aviation news, trends, and events. The publisher is the cabin crew, line trainer, and cabin crew manager with 25 years of experience in the aviation industry in Nigeria. The need to highlight the strategic role of cabin crew at the workplace eliminates the oversight role of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority in the development of cabin crew career, recognize cabin crew veterans who have contributed immensely to the growth of the profession, introduce aspiring cabin crew to their career choice, and help them to identify the key skills required has culminated to the hosting of this fair. Cabin crew members are highly trained professionals. Their primary duty is to ensure the safety of passengers during flights. Their job is unique. They put the comfort and safety of passengers first and evacuate passengers within 90 seconds in an event of an emergency. They are the last to leave the aircraft. The level of training they receive makes them well-rounded and grounded. They are the sky heroes. Flying is an adventurous and glamorous job that opens you to the world with boundless opportunities. The there are a lot of perks that comes with the job. Imagine having breakfast in Lagos and dinner in London. They meet with world-class leaders, superstars, and very important personalities. The work schedule is quite flexible compared to the 9-to-5 job. Awesome, isn't it? But it isn't fun all the way. It's hard work. Capital hard work. It can be quite challenging. Juggling roles most of the time and trying to strike a balance. It could be mentally taxing and sometimes draining. We are constantly working in very sensitive and highly regulated environments. Any slip could result to not only great loss to the company but also bodily harm. We cannot ignore the different elements cabin crew are exposed to. Constant risk. Imagine doing a job that requires you to prepare for an emergency situation round the clock. Eating late at night, which could be unhealthy, digestive problems, constant exposure to pressurized cabins, likely physical assault by passengers, jet lag, hijack threats, which has even become heightened due to the level of global insecurity. Talk about late payment of salaries, flight allowance or no payment at all, job insecurity, aggressive and unruly passengers. The list is endless. One interesting thing about the cabin crew career is that the job prepares you for the larger world out there. The ability to multitask, tolerate people, work in teams, and maximize resources in a confined environment. Managing people's expectations and needs comes naturally to them. Do you know that most of the time, cabin crew members eat standing as there's barely enough time to eat between landing time and next departure time? Our office is in the skies. We are unique. So the next time you see a cabin crew, you are looking at the safety officer whose primary role is to ensure that you are safe on board. You are safe on board, you can get out of the aircraft in an event of an emergency and survive outside the aircraft. A first aider who will administer first aid on you when you fall in on board. A security officer who is mentally and physically alert to spot a security threat and take necessary precautions to ensure your safety. A psychologist who is there to check and reassure you. A caregiver. A customer service provider who is on board to meet your comfort, needs, and expectations. I see our role as a one-role-fits-all. For the aspiring potential cabin crew present here, you have just taken the very first step towards the realization of your dream. For participating at this event today, you have the opportunity to meet with reputable airline training organizations certified by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Your CVs will be stored into Mama's aviation blogs, job data, and you will have access to continuous mentoring. In addition, you will also have the opportunity to learn tips on how to get cabin crew job and receive expert tips from aviation HR professional on how to prepare your CV and attend a successful interview. Attendance certificates will also be presented to registered participants. In the course of planning this event, Mama's Aviation Blog received a lot of calls and messages asking why this fair was not extended to cover other careers in the aviation industry. I am happy to announce to you that before the end of this year, we shall be hosting the aviation fair. As a cabin crew, we must remember that we are a strategic resource at the workplace and we need to let the world know that. It is unfortunate that our enormous role is not acknowledged due to the misconceptions out there. The time has come to celebrate and honor our sky angels and introduce aspiring cabin crew and other invited guests to the beauty of being the custodian of safety and security on board our airplane. This is what we intend to achieve today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, take your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready to fly on the inaugural cabin crew flight MJ01. Welcome aboard.
That was beautifully done by the lady of the moment. Please, can you accompany her with that round of applause once again? Thank you. Very well done. She actually did highlight, the beautiful part of the job of being a cabin crew. And of course, she also mentioned a few downsides that, some of the cabin crew members here have probably, in fact, experienced during the course of their career as crew. Delays will make passengers agitated. They carry out that frustration on the crew sometimes, not even aware that the crew themselves are helpless in that situation because it's not them who caused the delay most times. But she did talk about the other part where you could possibly have breakfast in Lagos and dinner in London, and the following day you are back in Johannesburg, and it continues. You're see me, I'm just in my early 40s. You're in your 70s. Way older than me, mommy. Then, a few minutes later, the woman calls me again and said, "What if I add a Range Rover Sport on top of the Banana Island house?" I said, mommy. Mommy, see your age now. You're in your 60s, and I'm still in my prime. And the next thing she said, "What if you gave me your bank account and I credited you with some millions of naira?" Talking about nothing less than 50 million. And I said, mommy, somebody in your 50s like you are, and with somebody like me. Just then the aircraft parked and we came to a complete stop. And just as the passengers were about to disembark, she came close to me and said, "Look, I've written you a check of 100 million. Just take a look at it. I'm signing it now. Should I go ahead and sign?" I said, mommy. Sweet 16, come on, baby, let's go. Our mommy turned to sweet 16. Well, it's all part of the experience of being a crew. There's a lot more for you. It's really interesting. Ladies and gentlemen,